Hey there everybody, welcome to my new Let's Play. New Let's Play U. New Super Mario Brothers U. And also, as you can see, there's also new Super Luigi U. I'm going to be doing a recording of both games. As you see, we got one here, new Super Mario Bros., new Luigi U. As you can see, I've not yet completed my file of Luigi U, according to this. But it's... No, I don't want to do that. But it's a very fun game, I can guarantee you this, and I have not yet started a recording on this. So I thought, what better way than to start playing a game. In this Let's Play, I'm going to be doing New Super Mario Bros. U first, and then after that we're going to do New Super Luigi U. I thought of the idea of doing each world and then switch over to the other game and do World 1 of that, and World 1 of the other one, then World 2, then World 2. But in the end it turned out to be a little bit too much of a hassle to do that, so instead we're just going to play through one game fully and then switch to the other. The reason I'm also doing that, over just, not, is because it'll give me a chance to explain a lot of the game mechanics outside of the individual levels, because they're pretty well the same for both games. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. So this is a very fun game. After it's done, I'll go through some of these, but they're not that important, really. They're fun little extra things to do, but that's pretty much it. So with that, let's get our new file underway. I'm going to play the game with the Wii U gamepad, because, well, why not? Using the Wii mode is okay too. When you're playing more than one player, this mode is pretty good because you can have one player play with the gamepad and create little platforms, and it just makes it a lot of fun to play. Unless you're playing, with a dick, then it's kind of hard to progress through the game. Another reason I like the Wii U gamepad is because your R and L triggers on the gamepad act as your spin jump, and instead of having to shake the Wiimote like you did in the original Mario Bros. U. So I'm really happy about that. So with that, let's get the game underway.
Let's play.
Let's play. So, in the intro to the game, we saw a couple things. Bowser has, isolated and sieged Peach's castle with the ship. He's flung us all far away. And now we have to go and rescue Peach, as usual. We have Lemmy coming over here, who's gonna guard the first castle, and of course he's very noticeable with his rainbow-colored hair. I always got Lemmy confused with Iggy for the longest time when I was younger. So, Acorn Plains, our first level. There's a bunch of worlds. We can't see them quite yet. Star coins. We have to collect star coins. All we can see is the first world, because that's all. There's 7 levels here. 5 individual levels, a fortress and a castle. So I'm going to be calling them 1F and 1C in titles and descriptions, because that makes sense. I'm rarely ever going to use the level names. I'll probably just say, I'll either say Acorn Plains 1 or I'll just say 1-1. So that's just how that's going to go. So with that, let's get into the first level. So if any of you guys have ever played New Super Mario Bros. Wii, it's fairly similar to that. As you saw in that demo, we have this new kind of acorn mushroom here, which allows you to turn into a squirrel, sort of flying squirrel. With it, you can glide in one direction. When you turn around or are not moving horizontal, you drop in speed quite fast, whereas here you can just kind of go to the side forever, and then as you see when I turned around I lost momentum. You can go a lot higher using your spin jump by pressing the trigger, or of course, like I said, you can shake the Wii or the gamepad, but that's not too big a deal. When you're gliding, if you press your trigger, you can do this float up, and of course, down is your butt stomp and everything. So I'll be getting into a couple more mechanics as the game goes on. So up here, we just have a one-up to, give us a little present for learning how to do that. This game hemorrhages one-ups a little bit, so it's not hard to lose for game over. But yeah, as you can see, it's fun gliding around on the acorn suit here. Up here we can get to another area, and as you see, by moving over a certain area, it triggered all these coins to appear. That's something that isn't new to the new Super Mario Bros. Universe, but it's fun. As you can see, going through there gave us some coins. Let's just go ahead and collect these. And over here you can see that there's more coins in there, which I'm going to go over and visit because that's good. One thing that you can do with the squirrel suit is you can latch onto walls, and I'll show that in a sec. You can latch onto walls like this. If you just hang on, you'll eventually slide down, or you can press the jump button to jump in the opposite direction that you're holding on. Another thing that you can do while you're holding on is, well, if you're just holding on and you press down, you'll instantly do a butt stomp and go down. Or you can do that and then fly up like that. It's quite fun, but it's not necessary that you do it. In the game, there are these little red coin minigames. If you run through a little red hoop, you can collect all these red coins, and then it'll give you a mushroom. Or sometimes an item. Usually it's a mushroom, but it varies from level to level. I missed a coin earlier in the level, I feel. So as you see going around here, we're going to collect all the coins just because. Or if you don't want to collect the coins, then you could just do a butt stomp straight down the middle here like we're going to do now that we've collected the coin. Because like I said, we don't need to collect the rest of these. So in my descriptions, of course, I forgot one coin, so I'm going to quickly glide back. That's the one thing I really like about the acorn suit, is it makes flying through the levels really fast. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you had the penguin suit and the helicopter suit, and those two are in this game, but they're not in the regular game, so you can't, like, oops, whoopsie me. So you can't get them so easily. They're in the bonus world at the end of the game, which isn't that far away, but I mean, well, it is. It's at the end of the game, duh. When you're not in the acorn suit, something that I never showed is that you can do slide down walls, and you can do wall kicks. I'm going to be showing that a little bit better in the next level, because this level doesn't have very many areas where wall kicking is beneficial to you, or areas that you need to wall kick. In some parts of the game, you have to wall kick, like otherwise you die. So it's just a way to get up walls faster. Da, 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 da. You hear that sound when you have 99 seconds in a level, and it's basically the "hey, you better hurry up or else you're gonna lose" sound. From Mario Bros. 1, we have, of course, the end of the level brick build up here, and if we go over here, we can hit the flag. Of course, I didn't get the top, but if you do hit the top, then you get a 1-up instantly. If you clear the clock with 7s at the end, or some other number, I'm not entirely sure, you'll hear the old da-da-da-da-da-da-da sound, and you'll get some fireworks. Also, Toad will pull you over to the side, and you'll get an item. In the first level here, we got an acorn. Sometimes it'll give you a mushroom, sometimes it's a star, but that's pretty much it. And of course, using your B button, you can bring up your items. So here's our items we have. We only have room for like 8 items, I think. No, 10 items. And so that'll fill up pretty quick, because you do get items very fast in this game. Moving on to Acorn Plains 2. This level is an underground level. This level has underground and underwater stages. Going in there triggered some of these. There are more triggered locations in New Luigi U compared to Mario U because it's a harder game, so it's got more stuff in it, but we'll find that out as we get there. So going along here, Fire Flower is back in this game, and it's great. It's as broken as always. The Fire Flower has always been a ridiculously good item in any Mario game, because, well, the ability to just kill enemies is ridiculous. No use in grabbing that other Fire Flower, but going for the extra points, so why not? Ah ha 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 ha. So as you see, if you accidentally fell in here, you can do wall kicks to get out, because one jump just won't save you. So, yeah. It's fun. Sliding can kill enemies, as you saw a little bit in the first level. And then we slide directly to our first star coin. Here I'm gonna go with that. If you can run across really small gaps, as you can in any Mario game, except, you know, the 3D Marios. Any 2D Mario game. Down this pipe here, we're going to be introduced to a new mechanic in Mario. You have this option in New Super Mario Bros. Wii as well, but, well, I don't know why I didn't expect that. Throwing a POW block will make coins fall from the sky. If there are any coins that are just suspended in midair, throwing a POW block will loosen that, and that not only counts for small coins, but it also counts for large coins as well. So if you're ever with a POW block and there's nothing around, try throwing it, and you know, maybe a star coin will fall from the ground, because there are quite a few levels that do have star coins in the air. That was dumb. Okay, so for this next star coin here, we need a Koopa shell. You can't do this one without a Koopa shell. You just gotta chuck it, and it'll hit this platform, and something will come up. In this game, if you ground pound on blocks from above, whatever it is in the block will come out from below rather than on top. So if you were to ground pound that block with the vine here, it would grow underneath, and you wouldn't be able to get up to it. If we go down here, coins appear, it'll turn into a cannon and launch us into our next star coin. And then we get to complete the level. If we come up here, we'll see that there's a bit of a secret, and we can just go along and go along until we can collect all these coins. It'll eventually just take us to the end of the level, so we don't have to do any platforming here. However, we do need to go back, because there's one more star coin. If we ground pound this big blue block here, or teal block, or whatever you want to call it, it'll go down, we can go in the pipe, and then we can just slide to our coin. There we go. And then we can just go back up the pipe and finish the level. Not that bad. The game does get a little bit harder as we go along, but of course, you know, new mechanics get thrown in. A lot of this game alludes to Mario Bros. 3, as you'll see soon enough. By the end of the first world, there's probably many examples that I could bring up of this, but, you know. Of course, the second level is always a cave level. It's been that way since, well, actually it wasn't Mario Bros. 3, but it was in Mario Bros. 1, and the game likes to keep throwing that out there. Alright, so Bowser's kind of doing some stuff at the Peach's Castle. Every couple levels or so, it'll show Bowser doing something to Peach's Castle up until you get something else. We're going to go back into Acorn Plains 2 real quick, because there's something in this level that each world has. Every world has a secret exit to it, and I was going to show these at the end of the world, but I figure while I'm here I may as well go ahead and do it. We don't need anything special to get to it, all we need is Mario. Some special exits require that you be Big Mario, or some require that you have a certain upgrade to be able to even get to them. As you'll see later on, but this one all that requires is you know, are Mario. Well, actually, that's not true because you can also play this game as Toad and Luigi. But, well, you need to be alive, which is kind of a given because, you know, you're playing the game. So we're just going to do a quick run through here. Nothing too bad. Until we get to here. Now we have to come up here. Now remember how's that secret exit? Well, if you jump off this block here, you'll see that there's a secret exit inside the secret exit. That's right. It's secret exitception. And those jokes just don't get old for me. We do a ground pound, we can go down the pipe faster. And of course, all we have to do now is run to your right. All the secret exits you'll know because they're these black castles. So that's pretty cool. This way. Alrighty, and usually the secret exits have a pretty long path, so get used to seeing that. Ding! Where the secret exit in certain levels is really plainly obvious because of where they are on the map, but I'll get to that when we're in World 2 and World 4. Alright, so on the next episode of Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. U, we're going to be continuing through World 1. We're going to visit some new levels, we're going to meet some new friends, and then we're going to go beat the boss. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.